Africa. It's a place bursting with riches, from shiny diamonds in the ground to oil hidden deep below. The land is fertile and the sun shines bright. But even with all this, poverty is everywhere you look, and you can see the hardship on people's faces. It makes you wonder, how can a place with so much be home to so much suffering? This is the puzzle of Africa, a story of being taken advantage of and forgotten for hundreds of years. From the moment European ships arrived, they started taking things away. Gold, ivory, and even worse, people were stolen from the continent, leaving behind wounds that haven't healed. This wasn't trade, it was stealing on a massive scale, and you can still see the proof in European museums filled with stolen treasures. But we can't just blame those who came from afar. In Africa, a new kind of exploiter appeared, not wearing uniforms but expensive suits and fancy clothes. They became the ones controlling Africa's wealth, keeping it for themselves while their own people struggled. All over Africa, banks and money people, often working closely with those in power, have turned their backs on the very people they should be helping. They've become experts at shutting people out, more interested in attracting foreign investors and sending money out of Africa than helping local businesses and everyday people. Farmers, the heart of many African economies, can't get loans. Banks turn them away, preferring to deal with big companies or foreigners. People with small businesses full of creativity and drive are held back because they can't get the money they need. They're stuck instead of growing. This problem of being shut out by the financial system is serious. It keeps people unequal and prevents millions from escaping poverty. It's a betrayal of the African people, a misuse of what money should be used for. We can't talk about poverty in Africa without mentioning the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. These big financial organizations were created with good intentions, but they've become part of the problem. Their policies often make things worse instead of better. They introduced programs called structural adjustment programs, promising to save economies. Instead, these programs buried African countries under huge debts, forcing them to cut back on essential services like healthcare and education. Saving money became the priority, making poor people even poorer and preventing long-term economic growth. These institutions, once seen as symbols of hope, are now considered by many as tools of control, keeping Africa economically dependent on Western countries. Even with all these difficulties, the spirit of Africa remains strong. A new generation is growing up, eager to learn and create a better future for their continent. But to reach their full potential, education is crucial. Unfortunately, in many parts of Africa, schools are failing to teach young people the skills they need to succeed in today's world. Outdated teaching methods and subjects leave students unprepared for modern jobs, especially with the rapid progress in fields like artificial intelligence. Investing in good education, particularly in science, technology, engineering and mathematics, is not just the right thing to do. It's essential for economic growth. By nurturing the talents of its young people, Africa can finally unlock its true potential and break free from the chains of poverty.